The Boston Celtics said, "Welcome to my house, and I will now blow you out by 36 points to protect this parquet." 17 in a row, undefeated at home, tying the 1957-1958 record for most consecutive wins at home to start a season. Also, love this shirt. Thought it was appropriate because the Celtics knocked the Jazz out. And Larry's a legend, so obviously. They ultimately won the game by 29 because they took out all of the starters by the end of the third quarter. It was crazy to see. Celtics won this game 126-97, held the Jazz to under 100 points. And yes, this was kind of looking like a trap game. Even though they're the 12th seed in the West, they were 7-3 in their last 10 games. They were on a 3-game win streak. They're gaining momentum. Smacked by the Celtics. Not in our house. The Celtics now improved to 27-7 on the season. They decided to sit Al Horford tonight, which I thought was the better decision because the Pacers game in less than 24 hours matters more than this game, in my opinion, because the Pacers are in our conference and we're tied with them in the season series 1-1. Clearly, we did not need Al Horford tonight, and we basically didn't even need our starters because the starters only played half the game. They were blowing the game out by 31 points at the half, and this tied the 9th largest halftime lead in Celtics franchise history. Up 36 in the third quarter, even though they hate third quarters, didn't hate this one tonight. None of the starters went in the fourth. And that's actually perfect because, by the way, the Celtics have 4 back-to-backs, 3 of them traveling. The NBA said, fuck you and your January schedule. Celtics are going to dominate January just like they dominated December. By the way, Joe got Coach of the Month of December. So shout out to Coach Joe. It's Missoula ball, and we're all here for it. Fun fact, every single Celtics starter had scored a point before the Jazz even got on the board. You knew it was going to be a good night when that happens. Everyone was eating. Everyone was sharing the ball. Only playing 25 minutes, Tatum got 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. I thought he was going for a 50-piece, but how can you score 50? Only playing half a game? It's very unlikely to reach those numbers in that short amount of time. KP had 19 points in 27 minutes, and now I'm wondering, what's Joe's angle? Is he going to sit KP tomorrow because Al Horford sat tonight? Are they both going to be available? Does the fact that he didn't play much tonight factor into if he will play tomorrow? I don't know what his game plan is for his injury load management. Obviously, big picture, we want him as healthy as possible for the playoffs. So we don't want him getting burned out, especially on 4 back-to-backs in January. So we'll see what Joe decides to do tomorrow. I know in Joe, we trust he will make the right decision. Holiday had 14 and 6 in 24 minutes played. Derek D. Daddy, Block Daddy, Ball Daddy, Vote for All-Star Daddy White had 10 points. Jaylen Brown had 13. He's still kind of struggling. It's okay. We'll give him a pass. His team has got him, and they have his back, so they will pick up the slack. No big deal. We will see Jaylen slam dunk on your head, Daddy Brown, soon enough. Now everyone's a daddy. He's not a daddy, but I got excited and carried away with the nicknames. Sam Hauser had 13 points in 23 minutes, and like I said, the bench took over in the entire fourth, and I'm proud of them because they were able to still keep a 30-point lead for 12 whole minutes, not used to playing that many minutes. So very proud of the bench work and the supporting cast tonight. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a closer game. I really thought it would have been more hard fought by the Jazz. Very much threw me off. Markkanen was their leading scorer, and he only had 17 points. So, I don't know. Might have been an off game for them, an off night for them. Not sure. Again, they are 12th in the West, but they were doing well up until this point. So, what could have been a trap game for the Celtics was avoided. Even though it was a completely so snooze-fest, boring game to watch. The Celtics were able to rest their starters, who we desperately need to be on their A-game tomorrow against this Pacers team. We don't want them to disrespect us and embarrass us again because they obviously eliminated us in the in-season tournament, and we have to have some redemption there. Also, huge shout out to my guy, Jesse. You know him on YouTube. He's also on Instagram and Twitter. Please go follow and support. He has been a supporter of me from the start. I really appreciate him, and he got me the sickest Porzingis photo. I will have to Photoshop Porzingis' face because it is not flattering, but I love that it was signed. I already have a frame for it, and I'm just super grateful and thankful for you, Jesse, and everybody who follows and supports and cheers me on. And it's Celtics Nation all day, every fucking day. You know the vibes. So until tomorrow, this has been Brie Marie D, Boston Banner Bound.